Good morning, my wild and beautiful friends. I'm so glad you're here. It's Sunday morning. I have the day off. Olive and I are up early with the sun, walking in the canyon. We're going to head to my favorite coffee house next, grab some coffee, and then I want to share with you the easiest just egg French toast recipe. Come on with me to see how we do it. Okay guys, first line of business, coffee is secured. We've got that. We've also got a little package here of just egg substitute, and we're going to use about a cup of this for our French toast mixture. I'm just shaking it up first. I'm being brave doing this opening on camera. Ooh, that was easy. Usually these things are very hard for me to open. So I'm going to pour in a cup of that just egg. I do have a recipe to make your own. I'll link it above and below if you want to give that a shot. It's a fun little science experiment. But this was on sale at Smith's, so we're going this route today. And then to that, I'm going to add a half a cup of unsweetened soy milk. Use whatever kind of plant milk you'd like. And for some obvious sweetness and to get our French toast nice and caramelized in the pan, I'm going to add a tablespoon of sugar. Use whatever kind of sugar you've got. I like coconut sugar a lot, but I just have granulated today, so that'll do. And then I'm going to also add a half a tablespoon of cinnamon. And lastly, we're just going to pour in a little bit of vanilla extract. I actually have this homemade vanilla that my cousin made me for Christmas. I'm so excited to use it. It smells divine. And I don't know about you, but I measure vanilla the same way I measure garlic, and that is with my heart. I think I added about a tablespoon and a half of vanilla to this. You can start small, but I promise you the more vanilla, the better. I'm pretty sure that that's a very fair statement. It just smells amazing, gives this awesome aroma, and then your French toast is nice and creamy and vanilla-y and cinnamony. Extra vanilla, that's the key, folks. So then I'm just going to whisk this all together until our cinnamon is combined and our batter will be ready to go. Okie dokie, we're looking pretty good. We've got this custard-like mixture. You can smell that cinnamon and vanilla already. We haven't even started cooking. So let's talk bread. So truly any bread will do. You can, of course, go with the Texas toast, which is one of my faves. It's so delicious. But I did happen to have some of this honey wheat bread from a local bakery in Logan. It's a little bit more on the dense side, but it also has all those wheat and oat goodies. So I feel a little bit healthier about making French toast. So if you can, leave these out overnight so they get nice and dried out. If you don't have the time, you can just set your oven to 200 degrees and put these right on the rack for about 10 minutes and they'll dry up, and that's going to help your bread absorb all of that luscious batter even more so. So I am just dunking these in. I'm flipping them. I'm letting them soak in enough that I need to use my hand and the fork to get them out of the batter. And I've just got a bit of coconut oil in our pan here. This recipe makes about 4 pieces of toast. If you just want to make 1 or 2, you can make this whole batch and just keep it in the fridge for when you want to make French toast again, or you can, of course, make a smaller batch of batter. It's super simple. Once we've got all of our toast in our pan here, I'm just going to spoon a little bit more of that batter, making sure to get some of that cinnamon right on top to let it soak in so it's nice and custardy. And we're just going to cook these low and slow. We're on about medium heat here. Going to be about 5 minutes each side because it takes a little while for this custard to firm up and get nice and brown and caramelized. One thing that I have noticed with making this just egg French toast, it doesn't come off the pan as easily as a regular egg would, or how I remember a regular egg coming off a pan, even if I use a lot of oil. So you just want to use your spatula and kind of shimmy each side. Hopefully I can kind of give you an example here without making you dizzy. So I'm just kind of getting underneath it and scooching back and forth. And then I'm going to come in from the other side and we'll be able to get a clean flip here. Almost there. There we go. Ta-da! And then we're just going to let these go for another 5 minutes or so. If you're doing these in batches, you can brown both sides. Just keep your oven at that 200 degrees and put these in a pan in the oven, and they'll stay perfectly crisp and chewy and delicious. This recipe is just so simple and nostalgic. I love using just egg. I feel like they have been a game changer as far as using an egg-free product that you can use just like an egg. I'm so not sponsored, but you really should give this a try if you're in the market for eating something without an egg that tastes like an egg. So my favorite way to eat these little French toasties is with a giant dollop of peanut butter, some real maple syrup, and to round it out, just a little sprinkling of chia seeds to help me get those healthy fats and make me feel like I'm maybe not eating dessert for breakfast. Whatever gets you through, it's Sunday morning. Oh, how I wish you could smell how good it smells in my kitchen. You have to make these. Olive could smell it too, so she gets a little maple syrup free taste test. Olive approved. And we're gonna dive in. I've got my breakfast, Olive's eating breakfast. Our little tortoise that we still haven't figured out a name for, please comment below if you have any suggestions. He's eating his little greens. We're good to go. Not a bad Sunday. Thank you so very much for watching, guys. I hope that you're all staying safe and healthy, and I can't wait to talk to you soon. Cheers.